I don't all know why Rosetta or Rosette is a friend to the show when she has the potential to be a full-time cast on the show. I don't know. Hi guys, welcome back to this space. I am Loba and I do movie reviews and reality TV shows conversations. So let us have this conversation. And today we are doing Outing the Mommy Club. I do not have strength to make so much videos, so I would be discussing the Mommy Club Von. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but okay, let me just call it the English version or the English name. The Mommy Club of the Capital, which is the Pretoria version of the Mommy Club, and the Mommy Club original, I think the Johannesburg version. I'll discuss the episode 5 of the Mommy Club, and I will discuss the debut episode of the Mommy Club of the Capital. So let us start with the Mommy Club Johannesburg. Yeah, let's just start with that. So I think for this episode, there's not so much changes into the perspective of the cast and how we feel about them. I just still think Vuyi is boring to see on a show like this. Pheladi had decided to be a villain, and she's being that villain with her full chest, and that's a period, and it's working out for her, and it's given the show the drama that it does deserve. But I still think the way they are coming for Noksie is more like it's bullying and it's too much. Then Our Majesty, I think Our Majesty is supposed to have a voice of her own, stand by her. She should have a voice of her own. She's letting people's perspective get into her head, and she is literally she's coming across as a follower where she is supposed to be a leading factor here, where she's supposed to be the person who should be the connecting person within all of the ladies on the show. And for Mrs. J, I am loving her, and I love the fact that this woman is new into this show, and in as much as the number are quite against her, that is not really making her fall into the pressure to also be like these other persons. She come across as someone who wants to stand by truth, and that's interesting to see. Then I don't know why Rosetta or Rosette is a friend to the show when she has the potential to be a full-time cast on the show. I don't know, am I the only one that feels so? I haven't seen Rosette from the very first time she appeared on the show. I was like, Rosette should have been a cast because I love her energy, and I think our friendship or a dynamic with Noksie is actually an interesting one to see. So what has taken on to discuss? Let's discuss Her Majesty. I think Her Majesty is actually good for this show. She has interesting perspective and interesting drama, and I thought her birthday was quite very funny to me because I think there was season 2. She also had issue with hosting a birthday party for one of her daughters, and she literally cancelled it because it was not going as planned. But this time again, I feel like it's an African thing. When you're hosting people, probably it's either you should be very strict with invitation with people who are coming into the space, or you should just make arrangements or kind of make extra seats and all that. Like just make arrangements for kids crashers or party crashers, because I think they would always be those people that will come uninvited. So I think probably that was a thing Her Majesty did not really figure out so well. Probably events planner should have actually known that things like that would have happened. But I think it's an interesting one. And one thing again I saw is the fact that Miss Sande has a grown-up child, and I feel like it's more like that situation where producers will make you go deeper and all of that. I like the fact that we're getting to see this and seeing that there's a good number of teen/youth kind of kids or children of the cast of the show, and I would like to see the dynamic between these children also on the show, just the way it sees on the Mommy Club, Sugar and Spice. We can see that dynamic, and I think they had good screen time, and it was fun to see. Probably this ones we also have screen time, and let's see their dynamic. So I think this is everything I'm discussing for the Mommy Club. So let us discuss the Pretorian version. I think the Pretoria version is not so much to it's just introduction of the cast, and I think it will be a good show. They are starting off with the kind of drama that the Mommy Club started off with as the first season, and it is Ansu's son. Oh my god, watching it as a person, I don't think I have patience to deal with children and getting to see how that child was just all over the place. And oh my god, like, oh my god, you guys are such a white person, because and in an African home, that child would have gotten would have been smashed. But it is what it is. And I think the drama for this show is starting off based on that. I think so. It's more of the ladies you were introduced and they met soon. There's not so much to it. I just think that Charles dynamic and will just be the beginning of the drama for the Pretoria version. So this is how it's discussing. Bye.